What's up, guys? It's Epic PC! Before I start, I did want to get into some of these questions because I did say I was going to answer them. A lot of people have been asking. The main ones were, do you ship to Singapore? Do you ship to Europe? And what clothes do you usually wear? So where do I buy my clothes? So going backwards, I buy my clothes at Kenji Urban and Industry because they fit really well. I have shipped to Europe and haven't shipped to Singapore yet, but I don't see why I can't ship worldwide. Enough of that. Ask more questions next video because I'll answer them. And onwards. Alright, so this is pretty much what I mean. It comes out, it's all still connected, but then all you have to do is pop it out like that. And the bit is so smooth and it's just being held in, and that reduces the amount of suction loss as well, which is fantastic. And yeah, all you have to do is just wedge it out. I'm not sure if you guys can see the finish there, but it's just, you run your hand over it, it's very smooth. This is going to require very minimal amounts of polishing effort. So that was at 6 meters a minute, which is quite fast. This is one of the centerpieces for Project Kyubu. So you've got the square there, and these squares going on the front panel, so you can't see the cold cathodes, but more on that later. Alright, now this is actually going on top of those two things that you just saw. So the way this is assembled is, I think it was like this. No, it's like this. It's like that. So that's your hard drive. Oh God. So that's your hard drive bay in there, and your hard drives just sit in that area, and then you've got the Kyubu right there. So we'll put that together later. This is the solid state drive holder, and this sits in the middle, the midsection, just like this, and the solid state drive just hangs underneath. And we just use M5 screws to screw it in, and M3s to screw those in. And they're all socket cap screws, so they use the same hole, and the socket cap is already countersunk, so it sits in there. This is the top of the case. Let's see if we can push this out without too many troubles. So this is the top of the case, and you've got a 240mm rad, just two of the noise blocker fans on here, and the air filter goes under here, and there's another layer. So basically you've got a fill port here, and this is part of the design. It's an air vent, and we're going to put black pantyhose underneath and cut it out and weld it on. And basically what that does, acts as an air filter, but also the air coming out of here will all be hot air from the back of the clear case, because all the water is running through the midsection of the case. So, and since there's no airflow at the back, this creates a nice amount of room for all that hot air to escape. Alright, this is going on the bottom side. So you've got the two radiator grills squishing an air filter at the top, and then you've got the noise blocker fans, and then you've got this at the bottom. So you'll be able to see this from looking into the case. And yeah, it's got the Kyubu right there, and as you can see, it's just, I mean, that hardly even needs polishing, even though I will polish it and I have to take a lot of care, but it's just, at the speed that it cut and to get such a good finish is incredible. That last cut took me about 10 minutes, it was really good. So that's the last piece that we've cut. It is pretty fragile because it is just 3mm, and but it's not going under any wear or tear, so, and it's more for the looks. I mean, that's not going to stop you from chopping your fingers off. So It's just for looks. It's a cool grill. I like it. It's going to add a lot of flavour to the case, and it's within the same sort of theme. So yeah, this gives the case the support. It's sturdy, so that's 13mm in total, and we just stick that together, and the case sort of sits on these. There's 4 of them around the case, and then they'll be polished up. The cool thing about this as well is there'll be lights drilled into there, so this will all shine red. Same with the bottom of it, and so that'll just have a nice red glow all the way through.